All right. I want to thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you.
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. This is for the Mississippi Link newspaper. All right. Let's go back in history. We got to. There is no Casey and JoJo without, first of all, your parents and the Lord. But there's no Casey and JoJo without Jodeci. Jodeci set a standard in terms of R&B and soul music that has not even been touched since you've gotten off the scene as a group. Talk to me about how Jodeci was really formed, and then how you see yourselves today as artists.
You kick it and you got it. I got this. Well, Jodeci was, like I said, based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, just for teenagers from North Carolina that had a dream and wanted to fulfill it. So what we did, went to New York on with no appointment made, just walked into MCA Records and asked them to listen to our demo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they looking at us like, y'all must be crazy. We're not crazy, man. They're like, who y'all here to see? We said, we don't know. We just want somebody to hear our music. So they listened to it, and they didn't believe it was us at first.
Right.
So they said, do some a cappella.
Yeah.
About us being from church.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
There was no problem.
We said, no problem. So we did it. 45 minutes later, they were taking us out to dinner.
Yeah.
And here we are. And we had a lot of, like I said, we were teenagers.
Yeah.
Successful before 20.
Exactly.
Exactly. Straight country boys.
Right.
In New York, get in the car, any girl.
Yeah.
Traveling the world.
Yeah.
Of course, like I said, from the country.
Right.
We went to food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We went to food. And now that we're in our late 30s and early 40s now.
Yeah.
We don't regret nothing that happened when we were teenagers.
You can't. And see, that's why I asked the question in the way that I did. I mean, I know the story of Jodeci.
Yeah.
No question about it. But I want to ask it that way because so much that came along with your success came fast. Y'all, I mean, you all traveled the world, didn't you?
Wow.
Oh my
God.
God.
Yeah. I mean, did we travel the world?
Yeah.
I mean, man, I don't know where you was going with this question, but since we're on that topic, I would like to speak on that.
Go ahead.
That's what a lot of people fail to realize, man. We was kids. We didn't know.
That's what I'm saying.
We didn't know Apple from Jack.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, man, we went and done things, man. I still go back and to hear some stories like, wow, I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, I've been to that part, and they do this. I'm like, and I could be looking at, and I'm like, wow, yeah, you been there because, but you was what, 18, 19?
Yeah, Jordan, you was 17.
See, that's what I'm talking about, and that's where I was going with the question.
I'm 39 now. You think I can go back to the days?
Put it like this, Ben.
Yeah.
They said we went to the Big Apple,
and
took a
big bite,
big old bite.
That's the truth.
You know, country boys.
And see, that's what a lot of kids who say that they want to be in this industry, they don't understand. They know the money and the fame, and that's what they aspire. But I mean, y'all were offered everything. You were introduced to so many different things.
Honest to God.
And talk to a little bit about that and what that really meant and how that kind of shaped how you are and who you are.
For the money. Even though we was young, who wasn't 18-year-old, 17? They don't want a car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we wasn't thinking about that. All we was visiting was being the world knowing our music, man. Yes. We didn't know it was gonna go like that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? 20 years later, we could sit back and go, wow, we did that.
Yeah.
That's why I can say we don't regret anything that happened, good or bad.
They say with time and age comes wisdom.
Wisdom.
I mean, everybody's going to ask you the question about what would you share with artists. I don't even want to ask you that question, the young artists. I want to know this. What have you learned over the last 20 years?
What I've learned, you talking about in life itself? Or
what have you learned about,
and
let me ask you better. What have you learned about this industry?
There you go.
What have you learned about your personal selves?
Okay.
And then what have you learned about what you want to do in the future now?
Amen.
That's where I'm going.
I've been wanting to tell the young cats that's coming out now. In this industry, you better keep your grass cut. You know why?
Why?
A lot of snakes.
Gotcha.
You gotta watch out for this. and they buy you 10 cars.
Yeah.
And you think you're the man.
Yeah.
Then you wonder why you ain't got no money.
Yeah.
But you got 10 cars.
Right.
You know what the man gonna tell you?
What are you gonna say?
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought you paid for that?
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
You thought you paid? What you thought you paid for that? That's why you broke.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, man.
Right.
Hey.
Too late now.
Too late now. And personally, I can speak for the whole group. Personally, I think that we learned the value of our career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How important it is.
Yeah.
You know, to have it, and how blessed we are.
Absolutely.
So.
What would you say? What would you add to that?
Basically, about life, I would just tell anyone that's, especially the younger generation, life is not built up off of words. It's built up off of actions. You can talk about what you're gonna do, how you want to do it, but if you ain't making a move to strive for that,
yes, sir,
then you won't receive it. That's all I have to say.
I got 1.5 questions left. Talk to me a little bit about recovery, and then I want to transition to your reality show.
Okay.
Talk to me about recovery and what that means to you now.
Let me tell you something, man.
Yes, sir.
Recovery, you everybody has an issue.
Yeah, we all do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much. We don't want people to think that we were deadbeat drunks.
Right.
Hanging on a street corner.
You couldn't be still be producing
it wasn't like that.
talent. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Our problem was we would take it to stage and studio. That's where we slipped at.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying?
I do.
But in recovery it's like what recovering is, man, we just trying to let the world know, look, we don't need a beer.
Right.
We don't need a shot of liquor.
I got you.
To sing a song.
You know what?
I got you.
I just wanna just feed into what you just said. Like, it wasn't that like the problem became when we started mixing that and too much happiness with the serious our work time.
Right.
And our recovery was, thank you, Jesus, is the fact that we acknowledge that.
There you go, Doc. There you go.
That's what the recovery.
You had to recover.
You had to recover.
Tell me, what do you hope that people learn about Casey and JoJo through this reality series? What do you hope that they realize and understand?
Can I please answer that?
Please.
Bottom line.
Yes, sir.
True fans, true believers of JAMMZ, Casey and JoJo, Alvin Devontae.
Yeah.
We can do it. Anybody can.
Nah.
You can do it.
Nah.
Bottom line.
And we're not perfect.
Yeah.
Don't try to be like us.
Right.
We're not perfect.
Right.
We put our pants on one leg at a time, just like you.
That's right.
We make mistakes too.
There you go. What do you say? We fall down,
but we get up.
but we get right back up. There you go.
Exactly.
I love it, man. I love it.